All right, welcome. Clash Manatee here, and I wanted to give you an example of, unfortunately, a couple of attacks that we were on the receiving end of. So these are attacks against pretty much Max TH12. The next one will be a new Town Hall 13. And what you can see here is the queen starting off on the south side there, and of course they got the healers behind it then. What she's going to do is go ahead and set up a funnel. The clan castle's close enough. She's got that lured and raged the healers, and that's going to make short work of the electro dragon and the loons behind it with a little poison help. And so far she's been fortunate and hasn't had to pop to the queen ability. Now they're starting to make the funnel with the king off to the left, and the wall wrecker then is going to make short work of a couple obstacles. Then basically dumping a ton of bowlers there. They'll split up in just a little bit, so the funnel was pretty strong, but I don't know if the intention was to contain all the bowlers or not, but it didn't quite happen because here some of them are going to go around the outside. There's the warden ability to protect all the troops from the exploding clan castle at the end. A little rage. In a second you're going to see a little jump to get the troops over there by that inferno. So just a really solid attack, and I thought maybe some folks would be able to learn from watching that. I know I've got a lot of practice to do with that. I think I've used a similar troop combination and it hasn't gone nearly as well. We'll speed up the replay here in just a bit so you don't have to watch the entire mop up there, but it was really nice to see how the healers there just kept switching back and forth. Really nice looking attack, and unfortunately, like I said, we're on the receiving end of it, so best thing to do for right now is just kind of learn from it and try and mimic the attack strategy. There we go. We'll just power through the last bit of the attack because there's nothing particularly interesting to learn from there. So there's the troop combination if you're interested in exactly what all the troops and the spells were. Now we're going to go off to a brand new Town Hall 13 that we have in our clan, and unfortunately this was also a similarly good looking attack. Similar troop makeup, not entirely identical. You start with the queen there on the south side again. This attacker opted to not use the rage to keep the healers going, but they go ahead and pop the queen ability pretty early on, which was a little bit of a surprise to me anyway. They've got a nice little wedge set up there on the bottom. Now they're going to trim some stuff off the top and get the wall wrecker rolling to start making a hole in the little tougher walls than the last one. To me it looked like they were just spamming the bowlers there, but that's fine. Like I said, it worked, so who am I to critique it? Clan castle troops come out and get frozen, and they're going to get made pretty short work of. I don't know if a different clan castle troop would have helped to slow this attack down or not, but well, they kind of made fun of the clan castle troops that came out to get them. And there you go with some freezing. There goes the warden ability. Level 40 warden helps, of course. Get a long time for that ability to stay in place. And then we're going to speed up the replay here in just a little bit, because at this point most of the interesting stuff has already happened, and it's just a matter of the troops continuing their march on to get that full 3-star result. So for me, my learning is that was a pretty impressive attack, and now I've got some things to learn and see what I can mimic out of that. So we'll get the troop combination up here again in case anybody's curious to copy what that is. Hope that's helpful. I'm hoping it will be for me.